What is going on, everybody? David here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World Primal Attack Wave 1 Soundstrike assortment. Now, I've had these for a while now, so I'm just now coming around to it. But I'm finally happy that I am, because these need to be reviewed for a while. Even though I know there's already tons of reviews out there from other collectors and such. And but I wanted to do Wave 1 all together, so that way we can compare and contrast and, you know, all that fun stuff, you know. But anyways, yeah, so this is Wave 1 of the Soundstrike assortment, and we got a Triceratops, a cryolophosaurus, and a pteranodon. So right here you see your basic style packaging of the Primal Attack line. So you pretty much already know the drill and what it is, so we don't have to go over it. But a couple of these, or if not all three of them, they do come with instructions, so we'll go through all of them one by one once we review one individually. So let's go ahead and get on with the show. We are going to start off with the Triceratops. Alright, so here's the Soundstrike Triceratops. It's already been pre-cut and everything, so it'd be a little easier to get out. But like I said, this is your basic style Jurassic World Primal Attack box. So, and it's an open box. And we'll just remove the Triceratops out on the side. And as you can see, we'll go over it real quick. Really love the card back of it because it's Cade style, not Cade style packaging, but it's defense style packaging. And just reminisce that, you know, it's out in the pasture and everything. Love the colors and everything. So this is pretty much what you get as far as this packaging goes. And then on the back, we'll take a quick look at it. And this gives you instructions on how to do the action feature and everything. So double head strike. You know, so very cool. And then here are the other two that we'll be taking a look at here in a moment. But let's go ahead and get this package out the way and bring in our beloved Triceratops. Now this is basically, the mold is pretty much the same, but it's been retooled for the new action feature. So we'll get that into it. We'll get into that here in a minute. But first I just wanted to bring this thing in, and let's go ahead and make the camera a little brighter so we can actually take a look at it. So, sorry, I know my lighting's not the best, so I have to make do with what I have. But anyways, I really do love this color scheme. Basically, it's just, it looks more neutral, or natural, should I say. And I love the way it looks and everything. It's not, even though it's a little plain, but it's got that more natural feel to it and everything. So, like I said, it's basically the same body mold that we've gotten previously from the Dual Attack Trike. We'll do some comparisons with the Fallen Kingdom one and with the others. So this is probably our fourth Triceratops, I believe, in the line altogether. So great for herd building if that's what you're into. But not much really to go over because I've already done other reviews. But like I said, I always do love these body molds because of the way the muscle structure is. You know, you can kind of see the fat lines along with it and everything. So, and I like the fact how the action feature ties in with the body mold, so it doesn't look so noticeable, even though you can see it, but from afar you wouldn't know that it would have an action feature because we're so used to seeing the buttons on the back, you know, and his hind legs and up here in the front and stuff. So not much paint really, just kind of like a charcoal gray, really. And, you know, got light paint scheme right there at the bottom of the belly where the sound box is. And then right here we do have the Jurassic World logo right there. And for all you FactSap collectors, here you go. So there's that. And then as far as the head sculpt, just amazing. I would like to see them at one point, Mattel that is, to basically have this stuff painted, they could use that soft pliable plastic that they've used before with the Ankylosaurus figures and with the ceratosaurus figures. And so that way it would look more cleaner, you know. So I know they like to save money here and there, and that's fine. But just, you know, just a recommendation, that's all, you know. But as far as the eyes go, the eyes look really good right there. And then the eye sculpt looks very good right there. So other whoa, I don't know what that was. But other than that, yeah, that's basically all I can say about this, you know. And just your basic articulation right here with your legs going up and down, forwards and backwards, you know. No hinge on this apparently, so but yeah, so that's pretty much the articulation for that. It's just the leg movements. So the head moves along with this action feature. So with this action feature, you know, it's tied into one long feature right here. So basically, you'll just grab the tail, and you can just like just move it side to side. Then you can move the head up and down. Let's go ahead and get this thing focused. Sorry about that. There we go. So just moves ups and downs like that. And then the head just, you can rotate it around. So there you go. So that is the action feature for that. So really like that. Very clean, you know. And let's go ahead and do some quick comparisons with previous trikes that we've gotten in this line. Alright, so here is the previous Triceratops that we've gotten so far in this line. So here is the Fallen Kingdom line. You know what, the more I think about it, the more I love this neutral stance right here. And although this is pretty neat, the first alternative stance with the dual attack, I do like it, but I think I prefer this kind of stance right here. So here's the first dual attack that we got, and then there is the second dual attack that we got, and this is kind of pays homage to the unreleased Triceratops that we were supposed to get from the Kenner's Lost World line. And then here we have the newest addition to the collection. So we got one more comparison. And for the final comparisons for this Triceratops, we have Wheatley, along with the oldie but the goodie but awesome vintage Kenner Jurassic Park Series 1 Triceratops. Now, this Triceratops for the Kenner line, that's pretty much more accurate representation as far as scaling goes, if you want to have it scaled correctly with your 3 3/4. Maybe a little bit big, but that's pretty much right as compared to what Mattel has brought us. Now, if Mattel was to get us a dual attack or a mega dual attack, it would need to be on par or scale size with the Kenner one if they're going to do that, which I hope they do, but highly unlikely. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so next up we have the pteranodon, and this isn't being pre-cut because simple fact the way it's packaged, so I kind of had to leave it in there so you can see what it looked like. But anyways, yeah, so just remembered I forgot to go over the instructions, but I guess we'll just skip that for now. We'll get that at the next wave of figures that we get when SaNManPRvlogs reviews continue. But anyways, so yeah, this is pteranodon. Pretty much the same mold as everything else. Pretty much the same basic packaging, Primal Attack, so we don't really have to go through anything really. The only thing I will do is just show the back. So it's got the chomping action and the flapping action. And yeah, so the only thing that's different about this one is the way it's been retooled in the wing. So we'll get a closer look at that here in a second. So let's go ahead and take this pteranodon out. Okay, so here is our pteranodon. this is by far probably my favorite as far as the color scheme and how it's tooled. You could tell, you can see these little cuts here on the side, but like I said, we'll get to that here in a minute. I do like the color scheme of it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of one of the Jurassic Park 3 pteranodons that Hasbro did back in the day. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those to compare this to, but just the color scheme kind of reminds me of that vibe that I'm getting. Comment down below if you remember this color scheme before. If not, then my apologies, but it's just kind of like the vibe that I get from it. And excuse me, but anywho, so it pretty much got the brownish color, and then we got a little bit of a green right here along the wings and arms right there, and then it stops, and then we have this kind of like this faded pattern green right here on the side. So love that, really nice. And then here at the feet at the bottom, we've got this little kind of grayish tone right here at the bottom, and then here on the face, we've got the little grayish beak right here a little bit with the brown highlights, and then all the way up here on the crest. So very nice. Like I said, this is probably my favorite one as far as all the pteranodons that we've gotten. And then here is the plain side of it on the other side of its belly, and there's the sound box right there. You can visibly see it too. So there's the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World logo right there, along with the here is the fax app scan. If y'all need that to your collection, you may have it. And so basically everything's pretty much the same mold. Like I said, the wings go in and out like this, and then because it's on a hinge, right? Not a hinge, but yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could say hinge. So overall, it's just a great looking piece. So now here is the part that's different from the previous pteranodons that we've got. I know that we got a Roivores one from Series 2, I believe, for the Fallen Kingdom line. That's the only one that we have that makes sound. So it's pretty much the same thing, I'm guessing. So it has two buttons right here, and you can visibly really see this button right here. It's like really sticking out right there. I don't think the other ones were like that. But anyways, so we just press this button, and there it. So you press that button, opens its mouth, and makes the sounds. And then here is the flapping action, which you want to hold it right there, and then you want to press the button. So very cool as far as the flapping action goes, because actually the wings go down and they flap out. So that's basically how you want your pterosaurs to be, especially larger ones like this. So let's go ahead and bring out another one as comparison. Okay, so here we have the dual attack pteranodon that we got from the Dino Rivals line. So it's essentially about the same size, but as you can tell, the wings are a little different. So with flapping action here, which is a great flapping action, but here so I prefer this one over this, because I think, in my opinion, it's just more realistic as far as flapping goes. So it's a great added feature to it, So I'm pretty sure the rest of them that we get from here on out, unless if they come up with another gimmick, we'll probably be getting this. So here he is with Wheatley as far as size comparison. And yep, fairly large for a pteranodon. Should be a lot smaller. But hey, this is Jurassic World we're talking about. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And last but not least, to save the best one for last, the cryolophosaurus. Now, this is a different, unique species that I'm not also too familiar with. This is one of these obscure species that, unless if you're truly a real dinosaur paleontologist that studies this all the time, you would know all these obscure species. As big as a dinosaur fan and lover that I am, there's a whole lot of new species out there that I am just now starting to learn, at this day and age. So it's nice and refreshing, because people know Stegosaurus, T-Rex, Triceratops, all the basics, dinosaurs that we grew up and love, But when was the last time you was a kid that you grew up knowing about a cryolophosaurus? I wasn't one of them. But anyways, but yeah, this is a totally different new species, and really glad that we're getting these new species. It's just phenomenal that they've been able to pump out these figures, these new dinosaurs that most of us never even heard of. Now, some of us have, but most of us haven't, I don't think. Or the ones that I've known and met, this is all new to them as well. So, but anyways, so this is the cryolophosaurus, and let's go ahead and remove my package right there. And like I said, this is your basic style packaging right here, so you know the drill. And then here is the back of it, and the head strike. So let's go ahead and put this package aside and bring out our cryo. Now, I don't think this is entirely accurate, but excuse me, I still can't talk. Shit. When has there ever been a more accurate dinosaur when it comes to newer species from Mattel? But anyway, so I really do like this one. This one is probably my favorite one of the bunch. And I love the paint scheme on this one. Even though it's just plain mustard yellow. And it's got this chocolate colored paint right here that's goes along all around its face right there, along its neck, and just stops right there. I just wish that it would just broaden out and just at least came right down here and everything. But hey, that is Mattel. And surprisingly, the feet are painted, but not the dew claws right there. And then, the typical non-fingers, unless you get the Spinosaurus treatment, you get all your nails painted. But anyways, I do love this head sculpt. This head sculpt is amazing. Now, this is a separate police. This is a separate piece of plastic that they added here on the neck and on its this crest right here on its face, on top of its head and neck right here. So this is a soft pliable. Well, yeah. Not really soft pliable plastic, but it's a separate piece of plastic that they used and they added on to the head of the cryo, and that's what I love to see about them adding to when they make future trikes, triceratops, is they used a separate piece of plastic for the horn. They've done it before with the new ceratops. They could do it for the trikes, but anyways. Very great face and head sculpt right there. All the teeth are nice and individually painted. So, and then the eye is right there, is good to go right there. And then the eye right there is good to go. So, just basic articulation. So, legs go up and down. And then you got the ball and hinge at the arms, so they can go up and down. And then, oops, there you go. And then you have the articulated jaw, so that's very nice. Okay. But I love the fact that it's painted right there. and so did a great job with that. So very nice texture right there, you know, and very muscular. They made this dinosaur very muscular. Look at the ridges of the legs and everything, and very nice detail on the feet. You know, very muscular right there. You can see the ribs, you know. So this is a very stout, fit dinosaur. So I love all that. Look at that detailing right there. They give some of the best molds when it comes to their dinosaurs. May not always be the best paint schemes when it comes to their dinosaurs, but I will give them credit that they do have some of the best molds out there when it comes to their figures. So kudos to Mattel for doing that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do the action feature. And like I said, I love the way how they incorporated the action feature and kind of blended in with the figure itself, so it doesn't look so noticeable, you know. Especially when you have it on display and you look at it from a distance, you're like, oh, that's a nice cryo, you know. So, but anyways, so we'll just go ahead and side to side. Up and down. So really love that. So this would be great for stop motions. You know, any of these Soundstrike figures, great for stop motion. You know, you could do a whole lot with that, you know, especially with this articulated jaw and stuff. So very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and do some comparisons real quick. All right, so the first set of comparisons is that we have the we got the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom ceratosaurus. The reason why I can't even remember its name. The concavinator and the ceratosaurus are standing upright is because they can't stand very well in their other neutral positions. So, you know, they have to have a little bit of help. That's one thing. That's one of the downsides about these figures is over time, sometimes some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they just lose their balance just like that. But anyways, so we have the concavinator and the ceratosaurus comparisons. So we just have to hold these up for a second so that way you can kind of see how well they go in scale with each other. So let's go ahead and remove them and bring out our next comparisons. And for our next comparisons, we have the Fallen Kingdom Carnotaurs, and we have the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, and then we have Wheatley. So that way you can see the scale size of all four of these, or all three of these figures next to the cryo. So very good scaling, you know, even though the Carno is a little bit oversized, should be pretty much about the same size as the cryo. But hey, it is what it is. And there you have it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. This is the complete review of Wave 1 of the Soundstrike assortment from the Jurassic World Primal Attack. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And comment down below what you think of this Wave 1. And be on the lookout for Wave 2, because I will be reviewing those as well. So, words of wisdom. Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.